the root cause of the Ukraine war. Russia's invasion of Ukraine is the biggest military mobilization in Europe since World War II. It seems that an aggressive Russian leader amassed troops and invaded its neighbor. Then several rounds of diplomatic talks between Russia and Ukraine have failed to stop the war. So some countries, led by the US, stood together to impose sanctions on Russia over the invasion. Taiwan is one of those countries. However, Russia didn't stop there. It has been increasingly intensifying attacks, flattening cities with overwhelming and indiscriminate firepower. The war has claimed thousands of lives. It has also prompted more than 2 million people to flee Ukraine in less than 2 weeks, spurring refugee crisis. While most people focus on the invasion, fatalities, and refugees, few focus on the cause. After the Soviet Union collapsed in the early 1990s, NATO expanded eastward, eventually taking in most of the European nations that had once been in the Soviet Union. For example, the Baltic Republics of Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia joined NATO in 2004. As a result, NATO moved hundreds of miles closer to Moscow, directly bordering Russia, and in 2008, NATO stated that it planned to enroll Ukraine. Russia claims that the West broke a promise it made in the 1990s not to expand NATO, and is using this claim to justify its invading Ukraine. In a speech at the Munich Security Conference in 2007, Putin accused the Western powers of violating a solemn pledge by enlarging NATO. However, NATO has not stopped expanding since the fall of the Soviet Union, growing from 17 countries in 1990 to 30 today, several of which were once part of the Soviet-led Warsaw Pact. As a result, Russia claims that it is protecting itself. Ukraine is indeed suffering in between two superpowers that are pushing against each other. Hopefully, Taiwan doesn't have to be in a similar situation.